So for today, as you can see behind me, we're going to be trying out Dredge. It's a deck that I played a while back, and it's one that I tried out when Ox came around. It's always fun. I haven't played it since M21 came out, and now every list seems to be running Silver Smoke Ghoul instead of Bloodghast. So we'll be trying this. I don't know how it'll turn out. And for those who don't know how the deck works, let's do a brief rundown. It mainly utilizes the mechanic called Dredge, which is a replacement effect. It's if you would draw a card, instead you may mill mill X cards, and then return this card with the Dredge mechanic from your graveyard to the hand. So the idea is you either put a Life from the Loam, a Yolgari Thug, or a Stinkweed Imp into the graveyard real early, so you can then dredge 3, 4, or 5 respectively. And then you hit things like Narcomoebas, Creeping Chills, Silver Smoke Ghoul, and Prized Amalgams to create a very big board state very quickly, just kind of overwhelm your opponent. To help us, we've got some draw engine with Cathartic Reunion as a way to draw cards, and then one of the downsides to Cathartic Reunion is having to discard as part of the cost. That's actually an upside in this deck, because then it allows you to discard your Dredge spells that are in your hand and then re-get them and use the Dredge replacement effect. Then we're also running 3 Merchant of the Veils because of the Haggle instant. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. And then for our top end of stuff, we've got Conflagrate as a way to ditch more of our hand when we need it and deal damage. And then we also run Ox of Agonis as a way to, again, draw more cards and pitch our hand. So we've got 4 ways to pitch our hand. We've got multiple ways to draw and discard. Oh, and then we're also running Shriekhorn as a way to just mill cards from the top of our library. As far as the mana base is concerned, it's mainly red, green, and black. Then you've got a Singleton Gemstone and a Mana Confluence as a way to get your blue spells castable. 2 Forgotten Caves as a way to draw more. And that's the mana base. As far as sideboard is concerned, I took a look and did some adjustments. We will be going with 2 Pithing Needle as a way to name planeswalkers such as Ashiok Dreamrender, because we really don't want our graveyard to be exiled, so stopping that's pretty good. Blast Zone is a good catch-all, especially because lots of things are like Grafdigger's Cage right now for hate against graveyard stuff, so this on 1 is good. Nature's Claim is a way to deal with pesky enchantments such as Leyline of the Void, or again, any artifact that stops us from doing graveyard shenanigans. We're running 2 Blood Moon. My guess is mainly as a way to stop the field decks and such, just punish greedy mana bases. A Singleton Ancient Grudge in case they're not running Grafdigger's Cage and we mill over the Ancient Grudge with our Dredge effect. We can then flash it back and destroy an artifact that's keeping all your stuff from going off. Then Lightning Axe is creature removal, Leyline of the Void for mirror matchups and other graveyard decks. And then 2 Thoughtseize as a good catch-all, just stop anything. That's the list, and I will see you guys in games. Alright, game number 1's been found. We won the die roll. We will gladly take the play. And it doesn't do anything. And does not have lands. Okie doke. Keep 5 of these. Pitch Gemstone and a Wooded Foothills. Say done. Go Mountain Shriekhorn. Pass the turn. Swamp Bomat. Okay. It's been a while since I've seen a Bomat courier. Opponent has conceded. Opponent lost connection. Did opponent just like register the wrong deck? Huh. Oh, okay. I mean, that's a weird way to start a league. See you guys in match 2. All right. Match number 2's been found. We lost the die roll. Hands got dredgers, doesn't have a way to discard. So we will go ahead and mulligan this. Missing dredge effects. We'll go down to 5. Okay. We can keep 5 of these and we can bottom. We can bottom amalgams. We'll need a shuffle effect here because of that, though. Because we know we're sitting on 2 amalgams at the very bottom. Okay, so we've got the good old land, meaning this might be red-green Belcher. Copper line into Shriekhorn, pass turn. I have no idea how our Belcher matchup is. Just stop on my turn here. Okay. So it's oops all spells. SSG. Recross. Meaning they're setting up for a next turn kill us. No, it's not an oops all spells. It's just the new version of Charbelcher. Okay. Either way, they're setting up for a Reforged kill next turn, which is not great for us. They need a red mana? So we've got a Narcomoeba on top. A Narcomoeba on bottom. Mill 2. Okay, we hit 2 lands, not great. End step, upkeep. We'll mill 2 more. Can we hit something good? Ooh, we hit a thug. Okay. We will draw and dredge 5. Or dredge 4. We hit a creeping chill in response. Let's haggle. Discard Silver Smoke Ghoul. Get back life from the loam. Use Creeping Chill to go to 23. Do this. And haggle again. Pitching Thug. Dredging Imp. We hit another Creeping Chill. And now we see if our opponent has us dead to rights. I'm assuming they do. So we'll have 6 damage next turn. Okay, they Manamorphose to draw to set up for the Reforge. Cast Pyretic Ritual. And now we draw 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, yes, yes. How interesting. We're sitting on 2 creeping chills at the bottom of the deck. 2 creeping chills, 2 prized amalgam. Opponent now needs the perfect setup. Show me that you had it. Did you set up your deck correctly, or did you screw up? Opponent screwed up. Okay. Good to know. So this is... This is a Moon matchup and a Thoughtseize matchup. Actually, we could bring an Ancient Grudge here too. I'm not opposed. We could also bring a Needle and Name Belcher. Make them have to go through the second win condition. If they have a second win con. As far as what we're cutting, if we're bringing in these 7, it's not really a Blood Moon matchup. So that we need to cut 5. We can shave on a Thug, shave on an Imp. I like my Life from the Loams. We can shave some Shriek Horns and shave a Merchant. Nah, shave Cathartic. My guess is opponent didn't set up the correct hand with the fact that Manamorphose was drawing them another card. So they then floated a Pyretic Ritual mana there and didn't realize that the mana was going to disappear into their main phase. It's very tempting. The problem is we've got 2 dead cards with this Silver Smote and Creeping Chill in our hand, and then our land's tapped. So we will go ahead and mulligan. This hand, however, is a keep, and we will bottom a Creeping Chill. I don't know why I chose to keep this hand. It doesn't actually have any dredge. Now that I'm looking at it, this hand probably should have been a mulligan. I just saw the 2 lands, the Needle, and a Conflagrate. Okay, just about the worst draw we could have had. This Stomping Ground, Shock It In, Pithing Needle, name Goblin Charbelcher. That's the turn. Let's see if they brought in any artifact hate. Or the alternate win condition. I guess not a alternate win condition. This Pyretic Shore adds 3 Manamorphose to get the green. Recross. Okay, what's their alternate win condition here? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm like, how did they beat Needle? Okay, Pithing Needle won us the match there. Opponent doesn't have an alternate win condition, so we named Goblin Charbelcher. They can't utilize any of their Charbelchers here. And then we're looking for a win condition. Past that, they could try to beat us down with Simian Spirit Guides. Yeah, that's just about it. There we go. Needle winning us match 2. See you guys for match 3. All right, match 3's been found, and we won the die roll. We will gladly take the play here. Hand has a dredge, no way to mulligan, or no way to get rid of it. So this is a mulligan. Hand's got dredge piece and moats, which we can pitch. Bottom that, say done. Upkeep there. We can do wooded foothills here and pass the turn. Get a stomping ground on the end step. Hers is mine. Okay, so we're facing Tron. Upkeep, we draw an Amalgam. Not a great card for us there. So we can either pitch Silver Smotes, hoping to hit Creeping Chill off of this Dredge, or pitch an Amalgam, hoping to hit other things. Dredge 1, Dredge 2. Can we hit a Conflagrate? Okay. And ouch, that Narcomoeba. That's a terrible draw for us. Okay, well, pass the turn here. Is this instant? Sorcery speed, dang. So they crack map, they go get their last piece. Yep. Upkeep, we can't do anything. We have to just take this draw. Our hand is 6. Okay, red. Discard those. Take them to 14. Pass the turn. Let's see what Big Daddy Tron's got in store for us. A Worm Coil Engine. Okay. We can get past that. Upkeep, Dredge 5. Say yes to the Narcomoeba. There's only one prize Amalgam. That's saddening. Say yes to that. Stuck with this card in hand, right? Yep. And the triggered abilities like so. There's our board state. Ceaseless Hunger, what? Takes our lands away? Yeah, takes our lands away. So they'll be at 17 if they swing. So they don't swing. They've got 2 blockers. We hit for 7. Take them to 10. Okay. Always yes, always yes, always yield. Then we hit an Ox and a Conflagrate. Man, that'd just be great to be able to play. Opponent's at 5. They gain 6. We hit for 7. Neat. Chromatic Star can crack Star. Searching for things. We take 16, going to 10. Opponent would be at 10 if they did that. Karn the Great Creator. Okay. Plays Ugin. Plays down Karn. Okay. Opponent, you lose. I have no lands. Oh, Grafdigger's Cage. Okay. Alright. Dang. Yeah, we take 6. That was a good play by them. Because these don't enter. And we've got 1 chill left. I mean, if we hit it, we win, right? No, they can block 2. Yep. Well, we hit the chill. I would love to use Narcomoeba's ability. Too bad I can't. Begin combat. Attack them all. See if opponent wishes to die. They don't. Opponent goes to 3. We have to pass. Yep. The cage is going to get us game 1 here. What are they dropping? That'll do it. Right? That's exactly enough. 7. Because this is 16. We go down. Yeah. We go down to 7. Okie doke. Flames get in here. Grudge get in here. Blood Moons get in here. Thoughtseizes get in here. Heck, even Blast Zone can come in. So Blast Zone in. We'll go Mire out. Actually, no. I like the fixing of that. So we'll go Mine out. Sure. Ox is always slow, so is Conflagrate. We can shave there. Shave there, and then shave our Shriekhorns. And like some of the Shriekhorns. They're just too good not to. That, and then shave on a couple of those. I would love to play first. Hand has a Dredge piece, 1 land. I have to mulligan. Hand has nothing. Down to 5. We'll keep this. As far as what we're pitching, it's chill and confluence. Okay, upkeep, nothing. Blood Crypt, tapped. Pass turn. They get a sphere. We could, but we're not going to. That upkeep, draw. There we go. That's a pretty good card to draw. Red, Cathartic Union, pitch, Moat and Loam. Loam. Well, can't complain about those hits. Okie doke. Let's see what they got. Crack for a green. Plays out a forest. Cool. Tells me that they don't have drawn for at least a couple of turns. They get the plant. We draw, upkeep, and do that. Ooh, Ox is a decent pick there. You can go red. Reunion, discard Loam, discard Ox. Loam. Wow. Just getting extremely unfortunate on these dredges. This, have that connect. Do this for a stomping ground, shock it in. Pass the turn. Opponent's got a map. Opponent can crack map instantly. And they do so. They get the mine, so they've got a good shot at this. We don't have anything in dredged. So we have to take this draw. We could reunion. At this point, I'm pretty sure it's Ox. Red, exile 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to exile this amalgam here, which is awkward. But at the same time, it's that. We then discard our hand and draw 3. Can we hit some dredgers? Yes, we can. Not nearly enough. Say yes, say yes. Begin combat swing. Take opponent down to 8. Okay, there's mine. Stirrings. They're looking for something. They have Tron online. They get a Wormy Boy. Do they play Wormy Boy? They do. Neat. As it currently stands, Wormy Boy is only... Okay. Wormy Boy is a gain 4 right now. Blood Moon. Interesting. Very, very interesting. It's kind of a turn late here. So we will go with a Loam, picking up the 3 options. I'm playing down this mountain. Moving to combat. Attacking. Seeing if Worm Coil wants to block. I'm assuming it does. Worm Coil goes to block the Ox. Debates, blocks the ghoul instead. Damage happens. Opponent goes down to 6. And we can cycle in their second main. Star, crack star. They have 6. Sylvan Scrying, floating 6 mana. Blast Zone. And a Worm Coil. Okay. That's going to be hard for us to deal with. Yep. Second main, we will go ahead and cycle the Forgotten Caves, dredging the loam. Didn't hit much. Upkeep, dredge. Wow. Missing quite a bit here. We've got 2 caves to go cycling with, though. This fetch. We can shock it in, why not? Loam, get back, cave, mountain. Cycle. Dredge 3, hit an Archamoeba and an Imp. That's pretty good. Say yes. Price Amalgam will come back tapped. Now we can cycle again. Go with the Imp. Mill over Jack Diddley Squat. That's good for us. Unfortunate. Get in for 1 in the air. Okay, Karn liberated. Can go and get something here. Reveals Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista on 4, I'm not too afraid of. Exiles the Ox. Okay. Walking Ballista on 2. Can ping 1 Archamoeba here. Pings off the Silver Smoke Ghoul. Interesting. Guess makes sense. It's their most viable option. That will take 9, go to 8. They're at 17. And we've got Stinkweed Imp. Trying to find Conflagrate. So this chill happens. We can say yes. Goes to 14. So Loam. Conflagrate. Loam increases our hand size by 4 to 11. Man, it's close. Attack him with everything. Opponent blocks with the death touch and takes 2. Goes to 12. Okay. So this, that, loam. Get back 1, 2, 3. Our hand's 9. And we can loam. Back 1, 2, 3. Our hand's 12. Our hand's 11. They're at 12. We can play mountain. And, right, that was our last chill, too, correct? Yeah. So this is our only option. We can get close. Take them to 2. And then we get a bunch of tapped creatures to kill them next turn. Yep. Anyway, losing to Tron, unfortunate. Blood Moon, arguably we should have played that sooner. We should have played that basically when we drew it. Instead, we got greedy and we got punished for it. We might have been able to get away with that game. I don't know if we're going to be able to get away with the match, but you never know. Anyway, see you guys for match 4. All right, match 4 has been found. Let's go ahead and here on the die roll, and is disgusting. Absolutely bonkers good. This, that, and pass. Botanical Sanctum Vial. So probably spirits. Haggle, discard, thug, dredge, thug. Neat. Say yes. Upkeep, draw. We will dredge 5. Hit a very good 5 there. This, shock it in, red. Cathartic, pitch 2 dredgers. And now we go stinkweed, stinkweed, stinkweed. And stack them up. Only 1 amalgam, sadly. And we can't ox this turn. Put, what, 12 power into play on turn 2? Sounds pretty decent. Opponent puts Vial to 1 and plays a Mutavault. Spirit. Merfolk. Okay. They draw a card. Good for you, Mr. Merfolk. Except this happens. Upkeep, draw, dredge. We'll dredge with Imp. Another Creeping Chill. That's pretty good. Let's say yes. Put a Blood Crypt into play. Shock it in. And Ox. Red, pitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Meh. Yep. Opponent doesn't want to play that game. Because we're going to swing for the hills. We've got 24 remaining. This is Dredge 15. Okay. So, Merfolk. I don't know what Merfolk really runs as far as its graveyard hate. So, Axe, Claim, Blast Zone. Wait, I can't just submit. I need to cut cards. Stupid me. I just went with a 66 card special in Dredge. That's what I get for being stupid. Down to 4. No lands. Down to 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, it's down to 3, so it's legitimately just life from the loam. Relic. Okay. So Relic's their answer? That's fine. Play the cave, pass the turn. We're not going to be beating a Relic this game, which is a bit unfortunate. Silver Gale, Lord of Atlantis. I know. You're Merfolk. You don't have to tell me. Because the problem is they'll be able to exile 1 card at a time, and because we had to go so far, never mind. Cathartic, pitch 2. You gonna make me exile 1? Sure. I'll exile the Silver Smote. Dredge 3, draw 2. And then we'll get a 2, or we'll get a 1/1. Creeping Chill's a bit unfortunate there, but hey. Cavern of Souls, names Merfolk. We exile a card, we'll exile the Nature's Claim. Lord of Atlantis, they have Island Walk. Gets in for 3, sounds good. Step upkeep, draw step, we draw that. A bit unfortunate. You this. Stomping Grounds into play tapped. Life from the Loam. Okay. So we're gonna have to race opponent. We now know what they have for graveyard hate. It's not that great. Double Morpho. Do you have double Lord? Okay. No, but they do have double Relic. Guess what? I'm gonna keep my Dredge effect. Who would have thought? Down to 8. Just put some lands into our hand. We're basically just dirtling here, trying to see what all that they have for game 2 here. We can block unless they hit Spreading Seas. Green, blue, okay. Spreading Seas meet Merfolk Trickster. This taps 1. Cool. We can go ahead and concede. From the aspect of we block 5, we take 8. We're at 8. Okay. So I agree with what we brought in. Now let's actually take things out. This, that, you, and Nox. Conflagrate. Wait, no. I meant to grab Ancient Grudge. This is keepable. Hopefully. Opponent mulligan to 5. This will be a fun one. Okay, this we will go Wooded Foothills, Fetch, Shock, Shriekhorn. Has the Force of Negation. Okay. Went down to 5 for a Force of Negation. And a Relic. Okay, makes sense then. Upkeep, we draw an Axe. That's not terrible. Go ahead and shock that in. At this point, I need to find cards. Do that. Draw 3. Okay. I'll mill over Foothills. There we go. Life from the Loam. Castable card. And then puts Dredge into the yard. Chooses to hold up. This will go get our green red, shock it in. 1 red life. Do that pass turn. Opponent flashes in a Merfolk Trickster. Sounds good. The problem is I don't want to put both of these Life from the Loams into the graveyard. Can't be countered. Other Merfolk get +1/+1. They have 1 mana available. Let's not take the damage, or as much damage here, though. Opponent's got no cards in hand, so they can only pop this relic. Do that here. Pitch the chill. We take 2, go to 10. Gonna pop that relic. Nope, you're gonna let me dredge. Okay. We hit an Archamoeba. Yeah, gonna pop that relic. No, but they are gonna make us eat a card. Goodbye that card. Do I get the prize amalgam? There we go. Was waiting on it. That's a pretty... Oh, come on. What a top deck. Block of that happen. Exile a card, sure. Thanks for going ahead and doing that on a card that can't be returned. Fetch, go get Blood Crypt, put into play tapped. And step that. Upkeep, can't do anything. Draw. There's a draw engine. This and do that. No targets. We're staring down 4. We'll be at 5. If this is a Lord, they could make it 6. Put us on a 2-turn clock. Be out of mana. Get rid of the mire. Just goes for the 3. Figuring the 3-turn clock is enough. We mill 2 here. Not great. Possibly enough to try to pop, though. I mean, it's our best dredge, so we're not going to try to get more. Would you look at that? Conflagrate. So we could conflagrate for 2. Get rid of the Lord. And then have Stinkweed Imp as a blocker. Sounds good to me. Oh, I can't. Red, pitch 2. I'm 1 land short. Opponent could pop Relic here as an additional draw. Doesn't. And if they hit a Lord here, we lose. They did not. They hit a land. They draw a card. They animate the Mutavault, and then they go to attacks to put us on a 2-turn clock. Meaning we need another blocker. Wow. Wow. Unfortunate dredges. Or mills. Pops relic here. Sounds good. That gets popped. 10 cards go into exile. Upkeep step. We'll mill ourselves for 2 here. Trying to find something. We do not. We can stinkweed him. And we lose. Because they've got 2 attackers, we've got 1 blocker. Okay. Great redraw off of that relic to hit another relic. And then the turn 1 force of negation. Pretty good. Can't be mad. I can be mad at myself for just putting in 6 and not actually sideboarding out cards. I mean, we take them off the land, right? Yep, that happens. They'd lose their Mutavault. We'd dredge 5 if we had a life. Like, how... I'm surprised we hit 1 Creeping Chill in half of the deck. 3, 4, 5. Wow, we wouldn't have even hit 1 there. Bottom 24 cards. 3 Creeping Chills. Unfortunate. 2 and 2. Let's see if we can end at a 3-2 record. Okie doke. Match number 5 has been found. We lost the die roll. Mulligan. It's a Luris deck. This is a mulligan. I don't like 2 Creeping Chills in our hand. Down to 4 we go. Pretty stellar 4. Both of us went down to 4. Okay. Pitch that, pitch that, pitch. Thug? No. Yeah, pitch Thug. Okay, Windswept Heath. Temple Garden, shocks it in. Boggles. Okay. Upkeep, we draw that. That's fine. Okay, they get us with a Rancor. They've got a 3-1 trample hexproof. We gotta beat it. Let's haggle here. Pitch the imp, dredge the imp. Neat. Say yes, say yes. Instep. Oh, at the beginning of your instep. Aha. Downside to the ghoul is it does not trigger on opponent's instep. Good to know. Hyena Umbra, they've got themselves a 4-2 with first strike and trample. Copperline Gorge there's great for us. That red, white. We could actually play merchant here. Let's imp first. Well, our imp won't be dealing combat damage to the Glade Cover Scout. It does absorb 2 damage. There's that. Now show me the good old Daybreak Corn. Oh, no Cornet. Good to know. Wow, it's an 8-2. My god, if we had a creature with first strike. Yep, damage happens. We go down to 8. Instep occurs. Upkeep. Draw step. I would like to dredge this back. We hit a Narcomoeba. Nothing else that's fancy, though. So you down to 7. Spider Umbra makes it so we have to block with the merchant, which is unfortunate, right? Because that's 9. We can block 3 of it going down to 1. We have the thug. Just soak damage there. Upkeep, dredge, thug. Try to hit creeping chills. Don't hit creeping chills. All right. So we're facing Boggles. Nature's claims are pretty good. Blast zone's amazing. We can't target with. We can hit them with Conflagrate, but we can't hit their creatures. Shriekhorn's a bit on the slow side. Shave on a thug here. We could go Thoughtseize. We could go Leyline of the Void. Their hate's probably in the form of Grafdigger's Cage, especially with Luris. So I don't feel that Grudge is correct. Especially since Grudge can only hit artifacts, whereas Claims can also hit enchantments if they don't have any artifact hate. Blood Moon really hoses this deck. If we can get that to... If we can live until we get there. We're on the play, so that shouldn't be too difficult for us to do. So we'll run like that. I would love to play first. Hand's interesting. From the aspect of it has a thug, which we can put into our graveyard. Problem is it would put itself on top. And we have a Life from the Loam. Not bad. Not great. Mulligan. No Dredger. Have to go down to 5. This is a Snapkeep 5, though. It's interesting. We can either go trying to go aggressive route. I want to keep Shriekhorn, Merchant, and Stinkweed. I like Claim, and I like Blood Moon. We'll pitch the claim because we're planning to moon. And we'll pitch the stinkweed. Because we'll find another guy to dredge with the shriekhorn. That's our line. This stomping ground, shock it in. Shriekhorn, pass turn. What you got in terms of graveyard hate? Show me the cage, make me cry. Is Boggle. Boggle's fine. Mill ourselves 2. Narcomoeba. Yeah, why not? Mill ourselves 2 more. Creeping Chill. Sure. We draw a Life from the Loam. What an interesting card to draw there. This Blood Crypt, shock it in. Green, black, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So they'll get whatever enchantments they get onto this Boggle this turn, and then they're in for a rough ride. They've got the planes. Dang it. And a Spirit Dancer. So they won't have much. It's real good for us. Mill 2, fun, Narcomoeba. Upkeep, Dredge, Dredge over that. Creeping Chill, that's a good hit. Say yes. Wooded Foothills, crack this for a mountain. Red, red, black. Blood Moon. Can pay costs. Hyena Umbra on the Spirit Dancer. Sounds good. We've got a 3/5 first striker. Gets in for 3. We won't be blocking for now. Upkeep, draw. We draw Chill, which is unfortunate. Do that. Merchant of the Veil. Actually, let's haggle first. You Dredge. We hit a Narcomoeba. Okay. Now we Merchant of the Veil. There we go. Okay. Swing for 5. Boggle blocks the 3/1. Sounds good. Opponents at 8. Ethereal Armor. Makes their core a big core. Doesn't have trample. So they either swing here, risking it, or they hold. Okay, they want to risk it. card does not have trample. We are gladly just going to block here. I don't feel like taking 7. Upkeep. Discard, discard, draw a card. Dredge that. We didn't hit any more dredgers. That's real unfortunate. This Cathartic Reunion, and pitch these two. I would really like to hit more dredge cards. That's not quite what I had in mind. Hit opponent for 3. Opponent goes down to 5. Will the Boggle Man get there? Boggle Man concedes. Blood Moon does Blood Moon things. So we would have dredged 3. Hitting a priced amalgam. And then we would have not had any dredgers in the yard, so we would have taken a natural draw, which would have been chill. Bleh. At which point we then have lethal. But that's besides the point. Okay, so I can assume that they're bringing in Force of Vigors because we got them with a Blood Moon. Cards are going to be relatively useless against us, though. Otherwise... we could bring in, like, Thoughtseize. Now that we're on the draw. I'm trying our best to snipe away. Yeah, trying our best to snipe away their Force of Vigors. No dredge effects. But if we could find a dredge effect, we'd be in real good shape. Oh, mulligan. Down to 5 we go. Don't like keeping a 1-lander. Down to 4. No dredge effects. Down to 3. We'll keep what 3? It's definitely pitch that, pitch you, and I like both of these cards. However, they're unsynergistic of each other. One's our main game plan, one's our pose them out of a game plan. Fish the Blood Moon. Windswept Heath. We draw the amalgam. Treecorn pass turn. Opponent wants to save as much as possible. Expecting this Blood Moon. Okay. So they're probably playing their core. Yep. Mill ourselves. Okay, not great. Mill ourselves again. Searching for a way to start dredging. Looks like we're not gonna find it. Have to play the Forgotten Cave tapped and pass the turn. Depending on what they have here, this could be a real good turn for them. Hyena Umbra. Okay. Gives their guy first strike and totem armor. And okay, Rancor. Not as scary. Don't. Oh my gosh. I take back what I said about not scary, because that's vigilance. Oh no. The token has vigilance. That's just a 10/10. With trample and first strike. On turn 3. Yeah, we take it. We go down to 8. Yep. Upkeep. I really need to hit some good cards there. I did not, but I did hit a Dredger. Maybe the Dredge will show me some good cards. It does not. So this 1/1 loses us the game. Neat. Does not matter what our opponent does. We are dead to the 10/10 first strike trample. Because we have 1 damage to block. We are making sure that they realize they just need to turn this creature sideways. Can they do it? Let's find out. Just hit me with the ethereal armor, dude. Do it. Show it to me. One time. Do it. Ah, no ethereal armor. Rip. He turned it sideways. Let's block the 1/1. They figured it out. All right. So overall, we went 2-3 with Dredge. Not terrible, not fantastic. In reality, it's a lot closer to 1-3 because of that match 1 where our opponent played a swamp, swung with Bomat Courier, and then left. I have no idea what they were doing. I don't know what on earth happened, but anyway. Overall, the Dredge deck is still exactly what the Dredge deck was prior. I'm not too big a fan of the Silver Smoke Ghouls, but that's because there was that one time where its trigger is only on our end step, so it's not phenomenal if we hit it on their second main phase, whereas that's not going to be relevant most of the time. It's just that old Shriekhorn sequencing that I'm used to. So yeah, deck's fun, still powerful enough to take down an FNM. Probably won't be winning any tournaments or putting up great results anytime soon because lots of graveyard decks are around, so people are packing hate. Dredge is strong when graveyard hate is weak. Problem is graveyard hate right now is pretty strong. But yeah, deck feels solid. So if you've been looking to pick it up, I don't not hate it. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys on Friday. Peace.